It's been a worst quarter in at least 3 years for the listed airlines in India. The combined loss posted by the three players crossed 2,500 crore rupees as their fuel bill kept on rising in the second quarter. Some of the pain was also inflicted by the airlines themselves, with all of them choosing to offer discounts to customers. So a really tough quarter, Soumeet, for these companies. Is there any kind of silver lining?
Well, there are some of the silver linings, but company specific, not a sector specific. Now, if you see the second quarter, now that was weak and marked by because of three factors, that is higher crude prices, weaker rupee and lower ticket prices. Now, these factors led to massive losses for all the three listed airline companies in India. In fact, the combined loss reported by these three companies was more than 2,600 crore rupees in the second quarter of financial year 2019, which is the highest seen by these three companies in the last 3 years. That is since the listing of Indigo on the stock exchanges. Now let's see what was the impact of each of these three factors that led to this massive losses in the second quarter. Now first was the crude prices. Now if you see, ATF prices were higher by nearly 41% compared to last year, because of which the fuel cost increased. Now for Indigo, it increased by around 41.6%, which is largely in line with what the ATF prices were. For Jet Airways, it increased by 44.4%. This is despite the fact that they have more capacity deployed on the international route, which enjoy lower taxation. So this was a higher increase for Jet Airways. And for SpiceJet, increased the most, that is 47% compared to last year. Now this could be because of their older planes, which led to higher fuel run. Their fuel cost per seat kilometer increased nearly 47%. Now ticket prices were lower because of competition in the second quarter, and that has impacted the yields of this of all the three listed airline companies. And for Indigo, it impacted the most. Now yields, which measure the average earning per passenger per kilometer, now that declined nearly 10% for Indigo, and it declined the most for Indigo. That could be because they have deployed most of the capacity in the domestic airline in the domestic aviation sector. Now for Jet Airways, it declined only by 6% because of the international routes, which saw a good ticket pricing environment. And for SpiceJet, it declined the least, that is only 3%, and that could be because of the regional routes. The SpiceJet's yield have declined only by 3%. Now rupee depreciated by nearly 9% compared to last year. So let's see what the impact was on the aviation companies. Now because of this 9 rupees rupee depreciation, Indigo's forex loss, now that rose nearly 7.3 times. Jet Airways foreign exchange loss increased nearly 5.7 times, and that of SpiceJet increased 5 times compared to last year because of this 9% rupee depreciation seen in the second quarter of financial year 2019. Now the non-fuel cost. Now if you see that here, SpiceJet has been impacted the most. SpiceJet's non-fuel cost per seat kilometer, now that increased nearly 15% compared to last year. Indigo's increased by nearly 13.5%, and Jet Airways increased the least, that is close to only 9%, and that is because of the cost-saving initiatives that the company has taken. Its non-fuel cost has increased only by 9% compared to last year. Lastly, let's see which company has managed to stay in green operationally despite these negative factors. Now, and that was Indigo. Now Indigo's EBITDA, which is one of the key profitability metric for an airline company, was still in positive and close to 111 crore rupees in the second quarter. Because of these factors, it has come down from 1600 to 1100, but still in positive for Indigo, while that for Jet Airways and SpiceJet, if you see, their EBITDA has come down to negative 272 crore rupees and negative 44 crore rupees from a positive 850 and 400 crore rupees in the last year.